This is an Iwebu production.
Period. Is marriage still needed? And if so, what does a woman bring to the table besides sex? That is the trending question that is going around right now. So I don't know if you guys have seen the video that we're about to show you, but there are some men that got something to say about the lack.
With some passion.
So let's get into it.
Yeah.
I pay every bill in this house, right? And I fix everything in this house because I'm an electrician. What are you bringing to the table as a woman? What do you realistically do other than have sex, right? Everything that you're telling me can be bought. Guess what? I can have an assistant order me paper towels and toilet paper and groceries on Amazon. Actually, I get Whole Foods delivered to my house weekly. It's a subscription. I get meal preps every week. My meal preps is $120 and I get 3 meals a day. I make myself my own breakfast. That's 4 square meals. I have another cleaning lady. She charges me $100 a week to come clean. You are only saving me $600. What are you bringing outside? Listen, if you ask a man, what is he bringing to the table? I'm bringing a house to the table.
Wow.
Woo!
Wow.
He was passionate too.
No, he was definitely passionate.
He like,
about that.
tell me what you bring, babe. I'm gonna let you take the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, that right there, I can see that brother was very fired up.
He was.
You know, when I look at that, babe, I see past his words.
Okay.
Okay. I see that same energy that he's giving.
Yeah.
Out of the Kevin Samuels of the world and all the
Kevin
other
Samuels.
red pill guys who are just kind of like just really dissing the sisters, like straight up.
Yeah.
That's what I really see, and that's what I'm seeing out of that brother. So when I see him, I'm seeing past what he's just saying about, you know, what does she really bring?
Yeah.
I could buy this. I could, have that.
It's hurt.
And I think that somewhere down the line, if you really knew that brother,
Yeah.
if you really knew some of these brothers is making videos and these comments like this, there's some type of hurt.
Absolutely.
Somebody cheated on them. Somebody used them for money. Something like that. And so I sympathize with them in a way.
Yeah.
The reason being is there was a point in time, take it back to 2015.
2015 was a heavy year.
Crazy year.
It's like every story we tell, it starts with in 2015.
Man, I don't think I ever forget that year.
Such a memorable year.
So many memories.
So much
man.
has happened. Go ahead,
So
babe.
much happened. But no, so during that period of time, I was, I had just got out of an off and on relationship, engagement, whatever. And that time when I was transitioning in my singleness at that time, I had thought, you know what? I had the thought of maybe I'll just deal with a white lady.
Yeah.
Like I'll give me a white girl.
Yeah.
You understand?
What made you fed up? What made you decide, okay, I'm done?
I just didn't want any more of the verbal. It was like the relationship I was in was a very verbally abusive relationship.
Got it.
You understand? I was just done with arguing. I was done with back and forth. I was to this point just tired. I was in my late 20s at this point, about to be 30. And I was just like, guess what? I did enough arguing and going back and forth and toxic battles with words for almost a decade of it. I'm good. I didn't need that anymore. So that's what I thought. I was like, man, maybe I'll go ahead and give me a white girl. Cause to that point what I've seen is that a lot of my homies who had like, white girlfriends or so, they, when they tell their girl something, they just be like, okay, babe, you want to do that? Oh, okay.
Sure.
Yep. I'm going.
I'm going
I'm going to Namdi house. I'll see you tomorrow. We going this. They don't have to worry about the texts or anything. And not that I just wanted someone to lay down and do whatever. I just wanted somebody to cooperate.
Yeah. A flow.
Yeah, just kind of flow. I didn't want all the back and forth. And not saying that, again, sisters, that y'all don't do this, but to that point, I hadn't really seen it.
They coming for you, babe.
Too much. Right. I hadn't really seen it. You understand? I just had been, I was just going off the context of the woman I was dealing with. So, I remember when we were talking, we were just friends.
We were.
And when I told you this is what I was thinking about,
I remember this day very clearly.
What was your reaction?
I feel so sad. My response was, you haven't ran into the right one. Every black woman is not the same. She was
trying to throw her pitch there and like, hey, yeah.
You think I was shooting my shot?
Now looking back.
Well, I think because I went to a school in the suburbs.
Yeah.
And so I knew plenty of, black women that were, submissive and laid back and, this and that. I didn't see the rah-rah too much. That wasn't my experience. So I'm like, wait, no, every woman is not, every woman's not going to give you that. And so, I was like, you haven't ran into the right one. And I mean, you could say it was my shot, but I also understood it. Yeah. I got it. And I'm going to play the devil's advocate. I'm sorry, ladies, don't come for me. But I understand why you would feel, mind you, black, white, Mexican, that's all, y'all all God's children. We don't discriminate.
Matter. We love everybody.
Got white homies, got
straight
it all.
Up, real talk.
But I understand why men will say, you know what, this culture is doing this, I'm cool. And in this young man's, he's not saying the color, he's saying I'm cool on the wife. Like, what is your purpose? Like, you're not serving a purpose. You just said, let's try a different culture.
Yeah, basically. It wasn't, it could have been just any than the type of culture that I was used to dealing with at that time. It could have been white girl, Mexican, whatever. I was just like, you know what? The African American culture, unfortunately. Yeah, you was like a blend almost. Yeah. Just because of where you eventually like spent your high school years and all that, it kind of gave you that feeling. And the difference between you was, one of the things is that you had a pretty good relationship with your father too.
Oh, I love that.
Like shout out to Mr. Lee.
Yeah.
He's the coolest.
Daddy girl for real.
Really. So you had that relationship going on, and I started to see a pattern of certain women that I had dealt with, that the ones like when I talked to girls who had, decent relationship with their fathers, they were cool. And I usually only had short-term like relationship with those people, but I somehow stuck with the girls who had, not so good of a relationship with their father. Issues. Yeah. And I felt like I was taking the brunt of that pain. And again, I'm not saying this is the case for all women, okay?
Yeah.
But just the majority, and this was my experience. And so when you told me, I asked you about your father, I intentionally asked you about that.
My father.
Because I had been through enough of experience. And when you told me and you spoke highly of him, I was like, all right,
a difference.
We're good.
And the sad thing about it is I knew that, I grew up remembering hearing my uncles, y'all know these black women ain't going man, I remember hearing these things. And once again, when it comes to this man specifically, I don't know how old he is. And God bless my uncles, because if they thought it was hard then, it's got to be 10 times
I heard it's hard out
now.
Here for y'all.
Like, we don't know because we ain't in the streets. But when you look at culture, and I say this all the time, men haven't changed. Women have. Women are more... They are entertaining casual sex. They are get that head, the bag, and leave, or whatever it is. Like, there are the mentality of women in hip hop culture and just the culture in this generation. It's changed so drastically, and it isn't setting women up to even desire marriage. They like, shoot, dude's cheating, I'm cool, I'll throw it back. Just fly me out to such and such, give me this new Louis, and next I'm gonna find the next trick.
Guess the ladies just got fed up.
Yeah, and I'm not blaming it all on women or men.
Let's switch this around.
It's both. Both hold a responsibility, but I honestly feel sorry for this man, because when I watch that video, anybody with discernment is going to see, okay, this is just arrogance and ignorance at its best, because if he knew the power, the complexity, and the beauty of marriage and what it was created for, not only knew biblically the standards, the standards that God set, but also seen representation in his own color, black families, white families too, but you need to see your own flourishing in it. If he saw it, if he knew it, and man, baby, I was studying this stuff because I really wanted to know in depth, what is the purpose of a woman? I looked this up because a lot of times we hear a woman submit to your man, respect your man, husband, love you as the bride. And it's like, but that's not it. That's not it. And I want to read a few things. Wait, It's going to bless you. I promise. Don't click off. I know I'm about to read.
Stay with us.
Stay with us, but it's going to bless you because women, you are not just a booty call. You are not just a pull up on. You are not just a cook and clean and waddle around and get pregnant.
Real.
I'm going to blow your mind at the position and the power of a woman in a man's life.
Yes.
Proverbs 5:18 through 19 in the NLT. It says, let your wife be a fountain of blessing for you. Rejoice in the wife of your youth. She is a loving deer, a graceful doe. Let her breast satisfy you always. May you always be captivated by her love. Y'all know y'all get caught up on the bosom part.
Yeah.
But the part that stood out to me was let your wife be a fountain of blessing. A fountain.
A fountain of it.
Of blessing for your husband. I'm going to keep reading. 20th verse, but I had to pull the hood version, the Message version. It says, why would you trade this for enduring intimacies, cheap thrills with a whore, a dalliance with a promiscuous stranger? Why would you trade, young man? I don't know his name. These thrills with women that you ain't even gonna think about wifing up for a fountain of blessing? Okay, let's read Ecclesiastes 9:9. Live happily with the woman you love through all the meaningless days of life that God has given you under the sun. The wife God gives you is your reward for your earthly toil. So we was a overflowing fountain of blessing.
Rain down on me.
Now the Bible's saying, now the Bible is saying that we are your reward. He was talking about, I go to work, I do this, Okay, but can you pay for a reward? Can you pay for fountains of blessings? I don't think so. Then we got the last ones, Proverbs 18:22. This is the Amplified version. We all know this. He who finds a true and a faithful wife finds a good thing.
Wow.
It obtains favor and approval from God. Can you buy that, sir?
Yes, you
can
cannot.
you buy favor? Can you buy approval? Oh, I can pay for someone to buy these meals. I can pay for someone to pull up. You can pay for sex too. But you cannot pay for approval. You cannot pay for favor. You cannot pay for an overflowing fountain of blessings. You cannot pay for it.
Can't do it.
And that is what he is missing. He's missing. There's depths to it. And I wish that people knew. It's been blowing our minds what marriage has been doing.
Let me tell you, like the fountain of blessing.
Come on.
That is what you have been in my
baby.
life. Let me tell you, I've only, sometimes you mess with me about this. I don't kind of give her credit, but I've only upgraded since I met my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like only upgraded. That's what a lot of, even my brothers, my real true brothers.
They tell me all the time.
B. Chris,
they tell me all
Mike,
the time.
They always say like,
now
man,
me dress better. Now me look better. Now me done got buff.
I've upgraded it in many different ways. I had already been, this brother seemed like he's probably successful. I had already, been pretty successful so far. I think I was like assistant manager when I met you.
Yeah.
But
you were definitely doing your thing already.
Yeah, when you stepped in, you brought something else I didn't have, or just that encouragement.
Come on,
to push
Proverbs
me to the next level. And that brother may say he could be able to buy that too, whatever. But I just think that just even your words. I remember going and I was going for a management position. He was just like, he made it like, you got that. Like that's what you. Like I'm like nervous because I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm really ready for this position yet. And you're like, babe, of course. Yeah, you understand? One of the first things you ever said to me was, you stand like a king.
Say it in the mic.
She said, you stand like a king. I said, hold up, girl, who are you?
And that wasn't even game. That's the crazy thing. I remember looking at you and I was like, oh my God, he just has the posture of a king.
Man, let me tell you, just also, along with just dealing with my daughters, the ones before you and how you operated with that.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, we have four girls
all together. Two before and then two together.
Yep.
So we got 4 girls all together, and the way you flow, like a blessing, because you are with my girls. Like when I'm not, like you're a little bit more like spontaneous, goofy, and especially with my daughter Nayani, she loves that.
Ooh, she drives me crazy. That girl be tiring me out.
Yeah, it is some parts that I'm just thinking about. Like sometimes I'm sitting there like, man, this is so much favor because had this been me by myself, you know, I don't think it would be the same.
Yeah.
You understand? And so you coming in there, I don't think that brother had that, you know, he may be in a position right now where, in brothers like him, they may be in a position right now where they're doing very well. And he's thinking about, I can buy this. Oh, I can buy that. I can buy this. And I'm just like, man. But sometimes life happens, homie.
Come on.
Think about it. You know, I deal with the elderly and the disabled sometimes. And these people, sometimes disability happens at a young age.
Tragic
You
accident.
haven't got to build up your retirement funds and things of that sort just yet. So, you know, that type of thing can happen to someone.
Yep.
You understand? Or when you get older, you done ran the streets the whole time. You done paid for and paid for and paid for. You probably almost out of money by this time if you're paying for everything to get done for you. But you're going to need someone who loves you unconditionally. I'm talking to people who's dealing with stage 4 cancers and all of this different stuff. And some of them wish someone was there to take care of them.
Yeah.
They'll stay on the phone with me like almost forever. They kids are gone
Just
and
to talk to
living their
somebody.
life just to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
That unconditional love, my brother, you can't buy that.
Talk
you
to
understand?
him.
Unconditional love.
Yes.
Y'all can't buy that. So my red pill brothers and all that, I think y'all want to think
The
before y'all
Kevin
just
Samuels,
diss all these women, putting them down. Like, no. Like you talk about that fountain of favor, babe.
Yeah.
I think that was the word. Oh,
Well, fountain of blessings.
fountain of blessings.
Yeah.
I mean, everything that went up since I got
It said, let your wife.
Everything I went. So he may be doing good. Like, let me tell you, I've probably double, triple, or whatever what I was making before. Before I met you. You understand?
Yes,
like,
yes, sir.
like I'm doing way better than what I was doing, and I believe if that brother if he got rid of some of that pain, because I hear pain.
Come on.
He may open up a door of blessing for himself to where he can get that wife, he can find her, okay, and he can find that good thing.
Yeah.
And he obtains so much more favor than he ever thought he could receive.
Yeah.
Because I can only speak as a witness. I found that with you, and so I will pray and hope that that brother can find that.
And just to speak on, you know, the pain that he might be going through, that heartbreak or whatever it might be, marriage is a mirror.
Yeah.
So it isn't even just about letting your wife be the fountain of blessing, favors, all this, but it's a mirror.
Definitely
so those
is.
places that you didn't see on your own, babe, I didn't see on my own. I didn't see in my singlehood. It hurts.
Yeah.
But it has helped us being able to see ourselves, being with someone, both of us both of you are pursuing the Lord. You will be able to see places in your heart and in your life that needs fixing to make you a better person that you cannot see as a single person, or you won't see as easily, especially if you're not willing. But marriage is that mirror. And so I just think he got it all wrong. I think he's hurt. I think that, you know, he hasn't seen it too well. He hasn't seen it too well. And so, man, y'all let us know. What do y'all think? Ladies,
comments.
Y'all know I want to hear what y'all have to say, but men too. If you're single, do you feel that marriage is necessary? And if so, what do you expect your wife to do? What do you expect her to bring to the table? If anything, we want to know down below.
Let us know. This is an Iwebu production.
Period.
Hey man, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. If you could do us a huge favor, please hit that like button and please subscribe.
Yes, and do not forget to hit that notification bell.
Yes.
We need y'all to be notified every single time we go live and when we drop a video. And follow us on all social media platforms at The Iwebus. And we will see y'all next time on Radical Love with The Iwebus.
We'll see you.